Games and Strains.
Yo, what's going on to all my video game peeps out there? It's your favorite Stone Gamer, your boy Big V, here with a new episode of my show, Games and Strains, where we just be smoking and talking about video game stuff. That's it. That's all. If you don't smoke, you can still join the conversation, baby. It's about gamers and being gaming united. You know what I mean? I know that sound corny, but guess what? We here today. You know what I mean? Before I pop the show off, let me let you know who we sponsored by. We sponsored by my brand, Skyzone.Society. So make sure you shopping at Skyzone.Society.bigcartel.com. You know what I mean? Yes, I know you see me with the fro out today. You know what I mean? It's like that. You know what I mean? I'm in the process of getting my hair braided, but that's neither here nor there. You know what I mean? We're here to talk about video games, man. You know what I mean? How y'all doing out there? Hope everybody been doing great. You know what I mean? I've been in the middle of my music tour, the Mazzavilla tour. You know what I mean? So I haven't been able to record these as much as I would have liked. I've been focused on some music things and some music ventures and things like that. You know what I'm saying? I actually be out in New Hampshire next month on my tour. You know what I mean? On 8/12, Manchester, New Hampshire, at the Share Scheme. So pull up, you know what I mean? Say what's good, Big V. Come out there, enjoy some tunes, you know what I mean? Get your dance on and holler at your boy. You know what I mean? You know, I'm just being silly. But yeah, man. I hope all my gaming peeps are doing great. You know what I mean? I'm doing great. And like I mentioned before, a while ago, I've been in the middle of my music tour and just been going around and performing and stuff like that. But even though I have not had time to record a lot of these games and strange episodes as I would like to, don't mean I ain't been doing some gaming. You know what I mean? I definitely been doing some gaming. And today I want to talk about the Callisto Protocol. Yes, I want to discuss that. I want to go back and talk about the Callisto Protocol. I want to discuss it because I recently beat it, and I want to talk about my experience while playing the Callisto Protocol. Um, I know when it came out, a lot of people were hesitant and skeptical about picking up because it was a new game. Um, I think some of the people who worked on Dead Space, um, I think they worked on this game or created this game. I don't know if it was like one of the main creators of Dead Space, but someone from the Dead Space camp ended up creating this Callisto Protocol. And with new games that don't have a reputation yet out in the world, we become a little skeptical. Some of us. Me personally, I love when new games come out that are a part 3 or 4 or just are new to the masses and things like that. I love that. I love giving new games a chance. I love that. So yeah, the Callisto Protocol was done by like I said, some guys or a guy or some people or some ladies and gentlemen who worked on Dead Space. And I bought it day one. I bought the day one edition that came with the season pass and things like that. I recently just now got around to beating it because again, I buy and play so many titles that sometimes I play titles and have to go back to them later on. And you know how it is when I'm pretty sure you guys have a crazy backlog, just like me. So yeah, I recently beat it. And when I beat the game, I just remember a lot of people, um, I would say it was like 50-50 with their opinions on the game. Some people liked it, some people hated it. You know what I mean? I want to talk about my experience though, and I want to say that I loved it. First and foremost, I played it on the PS5, and I want to say it really held up well with the frames per second. I think it was marked that this game was 4K 60 frames per second, and I think it did come with a quality and a performance mode. Me personally, I went straight to the performance mode, of course. And I gotta say, man, I loved it. The frames per second really held up. If you're a frames per second guy like myself, it really, really held up. I know some people experiences on different platforms were different at launch, so I can't speak to that. I ain't speaking to the game here in July 2023 when I beat it. So, yeah, the frames per second held up great. And if you're not familiar with what the Callisto Protocol is, it's I would say it's like a action horror title. It has a bit of an action narrative to it to me, and the horror is definitely there. Um, it's a lot of jump scares in here, so prepare yourself for that. And you're on this you're on this you're not on you're in this jail where everything has just gone haywire at this point, and people are mutating into these crazy ass looking zombie like alien type things, and some of them have things, different aliens coming out of them from the inside. Man, it is gruesome. It is gruesome. If you love horror titles, period, I suggest you definitely check out this Callisto Protocol after you watch this. So again, the frames per second was great. Um, I remember specifically when the game first came out, a lot of people didn't like the dodging that you have to do. I will say it is not the dodging on this game is not your stereotypical dodging in a video game when it comes to the control aspect of it. You have to hold your controller to the left and the right when you want to sway and dodge like that, instead of just hitting the down button or a circle button or whatever it may be on your platform when you're using dodge normally. It is not that way. You have to actually really get into swaying left and right with the left joystick. Yes. And a lot of people didn't like that. I would say it takes some I would say it probably takes a good 30 minutes of the game to get used to. And by that time, you're fucking golden with it, man. I enjoyed that it was a different way that they made it this time where I had to sway and dodge the enemy attacks. I really enjoyed that. Me personally, I would like to see more games adapt that joystick feel where you have to move left and right. Because man, it really felt great and satisfying when an enemy like an alien or a zombie, whatever they're calling them shits, man, when they kept coming at me and would try to kill me, and I would hit that left joystick and it would really dodge it and dodge and weave, and it felt great, especially in the horror title. I can't say I've played a horror title where I've had to use the left joystick to bob and weave the entire game to dodge enemy attacks. I really felt like, to me personally, it gave it a new next gen feel to me personally. And again, I know a lot of people didn't like that. I remember vividly a lot of people complaining about the dodging aspect in the Callisto Protocol. Me, in my opinion, good 20, 30 minutes with it, you realize it feels satisfying more than you probably won't, than you probably would complain about it. In my opinion, just me. Again, it was 60 frames. Again, I told you about the dodging. The gameplay is awesome, man. You get to you end up getting a few guns that would definitely help you along the way, especially towards the end. But me personally, what I like was like this stick like type of thing that he had. I don't even know what the fuck to call it. But it's like this, it's like your melee weapon. That's what we'll call it for lack of a better terms. It's your melee weapon. And using that thing after a good dodge of using the left joystick and coming up and batting the shit out of your enemies was so satisfying. Oh my God. I enjoy just bashing the fuck out of enemies left and right into the walls, into fucking spinning machines where they would just splat out blood everywhere. Like, yo, it was fucking amazing, dude. Like, it was fucking amazing. I really enjoyed the melee over the shooting. And again, I would say melee in this game is a good 60 to 70% of it. Now you can use your gun, but the thing is with this game, you have to go around and smash boxes that contain ammo. It's not like you're just just clipping it up, clipping it up, clipping it up. No, and again, when these enemies are chasing you, you're gonna find that it is not that easy just going around smashing these boxes and searching for this ammo and then being able to hold your speed at the same time because this enemy is on your ass, pause. And then you have to sit there and load your weapon up, turn around, and then you never know what kind of enemy is behind you. Sorry, I keep hitting the computer. Pardon me if you see it shaking. But you never know what kind of enemy is behind you. You have these small ass little critters that crawl around, but they jump on you. You know what I mean? They jump on you. Then you have these the regular size ones that walk a little slow and they just start speeding up, but they can be brutal. But then you have these ones that are just fat, nasty, and ugly, and it takes forever to beat them. Then they mutate into these other kind of big ass fucking creatures. Like, it is insane, dude. It is insane. This gameplay is marvelous. Again, it felt so satisfying using this melee weapon to just bash the shit out of all of these enemies. Oh my god! Just imagine fucking you getting a MLB swing on these things and just knocking the piss out of them, man. Oh my goodness. Um, Another thing that I enjoyed too about it was the story. The story was great. Again, that you're locked in this prison and everything just starts to go to hell. You have to escape your way out. I don't want to get too far into it for the people that haven't played it, but you have to really, 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 really get yourself out of there. And the ending, oh my god, I don't even want to discuss the ending because I don't want to spoil it for anyone. But I was definitely satisfied with the ending by the time I was done with the game. I logged in a good 20 hours of gameplay to beat this. And some of you can complete it, in under that. But me personally, I took my time, I explored, got a couple trophies. I can't remember how many trophies is in the game, but I'm missing 7 as a completionist. I'm missing 7. So I'm gonna try to go back and get those 7, of course, just so I can complete it out. But they do have DLC that I have not gotten into. It looks good. I will be tapping into that, and I can't wait to see what that's like because the ending was just so phenomenal for me that I'm really, 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 really ready to see what they added in the DLC. Now I do know the DLC came with like a horde mode, a raid mode, and things like that. I'm not really a horde mode and raid guy, so I don't know how much I tap into that. But some of you guys may enjoy that type of thing. Again, the gameplay was phenomenal. I enjoyed the story. What I did also enjoy about the game was the soundtrack. The soundtrack was almost non-existent, which is how I like a horror game. You're creeping around in these caves. You're underground. It's like caves inside of a prison. Like it is insane how they made this environment, dude. Um, you have like I said, you have these dark caves that you discover that have these bodies inside of the walls, these blood and guts everywhere. Like it is graphically insane, and it looks great on next gen consoles. I do know it did drop on the current gens to the PS4s and the Xbox Ones of the world, and did drop on that if you do want to check it out on there too. Like I said, me personally, I played and beat this on PS5, so I'm speaking to this from a PS5 experience. Um, yeah, again, the map design was insane. Um, I was just so blown away at how they blended like caves with a jail. And again, this is like a futuristic jail too. This isn't like a current jail where you have people as guards. You have these machine robots as guards and things like that. So just put yourself in that mindset of a futuristic type space jail, if you will. I did like how the voices and everything and the sound effects were coming through the PS5 controller speaker. That was definitely pretty awesome. Every time that you spoke, whether it be on the radio or something like that, it came through the PS5 speaker. That's always enjoyable for me because I like to get the most out of these controllers that cost $70+. You know what I mean? And again, all games don't have that sound that they made with the game that comes and is built in with the controller. Specific games do. So I want to just salute those games and take the time out to make their games compatible with the PS5 controller. You know what I mean? Um, as a person who barely even makes it through most of the horror games that I play, I gotta take my hat off to this game and suggest it to you guys for pickup if you enjoy horror titles. Um, I'm not sure if they're gonna do a sequel to this. I'm not really sure how much it sold, but let me tell you, man, graphic wise, story wise, gameplay wise, and soundtrack wise, this game is phenomenal, man. This game is phenomenal. If you're looking for a horror title, I suggest you guys go and pick this up if you haven't played it already. Again, it's been out a little over a year, I want to say. A little over a year, I think. And again, the reception was 50-50. And me personally, I don't really base my experience off like the masses reception to it and things like that, because there's been a bunch of games that some of you guys of the masses didn't like that I enjoy. You know what I mean? And I'm going to continue to cover the games I enjoy and recommend them to you guys. This is because, you know, you never know who's watching, you never know who's listening, you never know who likes what. So, yeah, man, I suggest that if you like action horror titles, enjoy jump scares, enjoy a soundtrack that is almost non-existent in a horror game, enjoy a bloody and gritty and disgusting of a design layout that this is in a game. Enjoy nasty ass enemies. They just want to tear you limb for limb. And I think too, one thing about this game that is so enjoyable, and this is gonna sound crazy, is the deaths. When you die, when you die at the hands of these enemy looking, not enemy, sorry, these alien looking creatures or whatever, the deaths are brutal. Like they stomp your face to the ground, like they really fuck you up, you know what I mean? But it's kind of dope to watch because they put a lot of effort into those death scenes, man. You know what I mean? So I gotta salute the team and whoever idea it was to even do that. You know what I mean? But yeah, if you like all those elements in the game, from a non-existent soundtrack that makes it even more creepier, blood and guts everywhere, great horror design layout, and a good narration in a horror game in the story wise, I suggest you go pick up the Callisto Protocol today. I wouldn't pay, of course, you shouldn't be paying $60 for this game at this point. No, I would definitely catch it on sale. I would say between 20 to $30 is a good price for this game. 20, 32, no more than 35. You probably can get the whole thing with the DLC right now for probably $35, which is a great price. I would definitely pick that up. So go out there and try your local GameStop, you know what I mean, Amazon or GameFly, wherever you be picking up your games at, you know what I mean? Yo, man, until the next time I see y'all, y'all know what y'all need to do, right? Y'all need to stay safe and stay gaming.